Hello, all, this is Dr. Dheeraj Masapu. I'm a senior consultant in the field of neuroanesthesiology, and today I'm going to tell you the medical specialty that will never become extinct. Okay, so you can see on the screen there are two elements which I consider, which can lead to extinction of a specialty in future. Number one is the competition in that particular area. For example, if competition is building up in that particular area, and then lot of supply is happening, and the demand is actually less. Okay, then what happens is there can be some element of extinction. Extinction, what I actually mean is that there is no point in doing the specialties. And the second threat is from the artificial intelligence, which is going to increase in future for specialties like radiology, pathology, and other specialties. So what happens is it's not going to replace radiologists, but surely there will be a workforce reduction. So by all these things, there are certain specialties which are going to get affected. So in this particular video, I am going to tell you one specialty which is not going to get affected by neither of these. Okay, so basically, first let me define what makes a specialty resilient or extinct proof. So number one thing is that interdisciplinary collaboration. For example, a specialty is required for multiple specialties. Then it will stay relevant even if some other specialties are getting affected by competition and AI and all that. Okay, so if you are in such specialty, it is surely more safer than being in other specialties. And least threat from technology. As per that particular specialty which I am going to tell should have least threat from the developing technology. Today AI is there, tomorrow something else will come, later on something else will come. The specialty should have least threat. And the next is adaptation. Adaptability should be there. Adaptability is a very important thing. What I have been told is it's not the strongest of the species, but the species which can adapt will actually survive. In the same way, the specialty should be actually adapting with the advancements of the technologies. And it should have a very critical role in the patient management. For example, if that specialty is actually located in a pathway of patient care where it is very critical and complex work is going on there, then it wouldn't be actually replaced in future. So these are the qualities which I feel are required for that particular specialty. So let us see which specialty is actually meeting all these criteria. So without any suspense, I would like to reveal. So what I personally feel is it is anesthesiology is the answer. You got it right. So if you're not agreeing with my answer, just listen to the explanation which I am going to provide now. Okay. So the specialties. The specialty anesthesiology has some unique qualities. Okay, that is many people actually don't know, and I'm going to tell you in this particular video. And also I'm going to show you some of the mathematics behind how many anesthesiologists are there and why actually so many people are required in future. Okay, and then the first thing is the applicability and relevance of anesthesiology is there to multiple specialties. You can see on the screen. So many specialties actually require. I listed some of them here, like general surgery will require, orthopedicians will require, OBGYN will require, urologists will require, gastroenterologists will require for endoscopies, cardiologists will require when they're putting pacemakers, neurologists would require when they're doing MRIs for the patients, and then for deep brain stimulations, and then pediatricians would require for MRIs, and ENT people would require for their procedures, oncologists would require, surgical oncologists would require, plastic surgeons would require, radiologists would require for MRIs. So this is only a bunch of specialties. There are still so many specialties which would require the help of anesthesiologists because the sensitivity of the people is increased. So they wouldn't tolerate pain, or they don't want any kind of discomfort now. They want anesthesia for any kind of procedure now. So when this particular specialty is linked to so many things, it is more safer, I feel so, in longer run. And the scope is like expanding more and more and more into suites like endoscopy rooms and outside the operating rooms, and even infertility procedures. Also anesthesia is required. So all these things are increasing the relevance of the specialty. Okay, and threat from the AI. Unlike radiology, pathology, and other specialties, anesthesiology will have least threat from AI. Reason being, it is complex, and there is a lot of dynamic adjustments that you need to do, and it's more of crisis management that you need to do. For that, a person trained for years should be standing beside the patient. If for example, if AI is there and there is some element of arrhythmias and hypotension or something happened, or some airway desaturation happened, AI will actually give you a lot of possibilities what can go wrong, but that is not needed there. There what is required is a cool mind, an experienced person dealing with a situation like that, who is well versed with crisis management. This cannot be replaced with the technology. Okay, so it will have least threat, okay, in future. That is what I feel. And adaptation. Coming to the adaptation, anesthesia is beautifully adapting to the technology, which I am seeing in the last 5 years. So since a lot of target control infusion pumps are coming, and the precise anesthesia delivery is being possible now, depth of anesthesia monitor usage has increased, and more and more innovations are happening in the field, and anesthetists are beautifully adapting to that. And then even hospitals are understanding the importance of anesthesia, and they hire a lot of people, and I'll come to the numbers game next, in the next part of the video. And next coming is the critical care expertise. So I told you another important quality that a specialty should have is the critical. Any specialty which is actually linked with the critical care of the patient would have more value. Anesthesiologists would actually venture into intensive care. They manage the critical high risk cases during anesthesia. So since they're actually in the critical areas of patient care, it is very unlikely that they would be replaced in future by any kind of competition or technology. Okay. So this is about the extinction, and the next important thing is coming to the path of anesthesiology in future. And there is a lot of stability because there are diverse work environments. They can work in OTs, ICUs, OPD, OPD in the sense PAC clinics and pain management clinics, and you can venture into super specialties like neuro, cardiac, and pediatric and other areas. And this is leading to hiring of large number of anesthesiologists. For example, a 1,000-bed hospital would require anywhere between 45 to 60 anesthesiologists, and a 500-bed hospital would require 30 anesthesiologists. Okay, you look at any other specialty, there would be hardly 5 to 6 people. Some specialties 1 to 2 people. Okay, so there is a lot of demand. And then the second important thing is there is a demand worldwide. Okay, Middle East, Australia, USA, and Canada, and UK. All these people would require anesthesiologists. So it is very easy to migrate to other country. For example, if you're doing surgery, it is very unlikely that you will get chances for surgery when you go abroad. But anesthesiologists would have a chances, and they would be practicing what they learned. And then what happens is, even if you come back to India, you will have a lot of good opportunity since you are in touch with your skills. And specialization, already spoke about. You can specialize into neuroanesthesia like how I practice, and you can be in a specialized zone like how I practice in an exclusive neuro center. And in a bigger corporate hospital, exclusive neuro centers are coming up now, so you can venture into super specialties also in future. Okay, and then let us, most important thing I would like to tell you, the demand supply mathematics. So basically why I'm telling anesthesia wouldn't get extinct is because of the numbers. At present there are around 30 to 40 anesthesiologists in India. Okay, so that looks like a big number. Let me tell you how many are required for India. In India there are 90,000 hospitals. Okay, let us assume that only 30% of the hospitals are actually operating. I did a complex math, and then I came to a number that it would require anywhere between 60 to 70,000 anesthesiologists in future, and at present we have only 30,000 anesthesiologists. So you would require a big number of anesthesiologists, and how many we produce in a year? Around 5 to 6,000, including diploma. Okay, so to fill the gap, actually we will take so many years in future. So if you look at the numbers also, I feel that anesthesia is a very safe specialty to enter. So guys, but the thing is, it is step-by-step growth is required, and I'll tell you. So if you follow this growth strategy, you can actually land up in any kind of a abroad country. For example, the step one is more like you have to work under a very good person who is it's more like an apprenticeship under that particular person, and then you will work under him for 0 to 5 years, where you learn the skills required to work in that particular zone, and also learn some research skills, learn some audit skills, build your skills during 0 to 5 years, and then Step 2 is about building your personal brand, where you build your LinkedIn profile, and then you should also learn leadership skills at this point of time, organizing stuff, and then managing certain zones and all that. And step 3 is you have to apply for international opportunities, and more like USA, UK, Canada, Middle East, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and all these countries would require people like you if you follow this kind of strategy. So that is what I can tell. If you follow this strategy, then you can stand out from other anesthesiologists. And so this is what I can tell you. There are a lot of videos in my channel, how to go to different countries. You can go through them. And so finally, I've done another video for one of my subscriber, and she messaged me from Kerala. She is having confusion between pulmonology, pediatrics, anesthesiology, and also she feels whether anesthesiologists are slaves to surgeons, or some big message she has done. So I'm replying to that in the form of video. It will come in few days. So that is about this. So coming to the conclusion, anesthesiology is the specialty which I feel is extinct proof, and it is going to stay for a long time in the medical community. And I think it is very safe to take this specialty, and lot of anesthesiologists are required for future. But only thing is that you have to devise your own ways of growing in that particular field. You will have opportunity will have for people, but the thing is only few will outshine. That is the strategy which I told. Step by step, if you do, you can easily do that. Okay, I've done a freelancing video with Dr. Arun, and that has come out well. I'll upload that in few days. Okay, that gives you a different perspective about what freelancing is. You don't have to follow all these steps there. There you have to think more like an entrepreneur. It's more about expansion, taking over more hospitals and all that we discussed there. So I'll get that video mostly in few days. And these two videos will help you before the counseling to actually whether to enter anesthesiology or not. You would get a clarity with these two videos, I feel so. About some of the videos which I'm keeping only for members, like best DNB colleges and some of the abroad videos, and hope you'll join as a member in the channel, and then let us have members only videos, members only live chats in future. Thank you guys, thank you very much for following the video till the end. Okay, thank you.